Students, welcome to the science class of 10th. Today we are going to discuss the topic properties of ionic compounds, which is part of the chapter metals and non-metals. Before starting the properties, I would like to tell you what are ionic compounds. We have also done earlier in the previous lecture. Ionic compounds are formed by the combination of metals and non-metals. When metals react with non-metals, they form ionic compounds. Why they form ionic compounds? Like metals have the tendency to lose electrons. They are electropositive in nature. But non-metals have the tendency to gain electrons and they are electronegative in nature. So they combine with each other to form ionic compounds. Let's take an example. Here is a metal sodium which has atomic number 11. Its configuration is 281. So it has the tendency and it can lose one electron easily instead of gaining 7 electrons because less energy is required in losing one electron. And chlorine is a non-metal which has atomic number 17. Its configuration is 2, 8 and 7. It can easily gain 1 electron instead of losing 7 electrons. So sodium and chlorine combined with each other to form sodium chloride, which is an ionic compound. So we will now discuss the properties of ionic compounds. Properties of ionic compounds. First property is their physical nature. All the ionic compounds are solid in nature. They are solid in nature and some are hard also. They are also brittle. Brittle means they can be broken into pieces when some pressure or force is applied on it. Means physical nature, they are solid and some are hard, somewhat hard and they are brittle. Now the second property is melting point, melting and boiling point. As students, you know, the ionic compounds have strong force of attraction between them because they are two oppositely charged ions in them. So, due to this strong force of attraction, they have very high melting and boiling point. They have very high melting and boiling point. Right? Now, next comes the point is solubility. Solubility. All the ionic compounds are soluble in water, but they are insoluble in kerosene oil or petrol. In petrol or kerosene oil. Now the last property is that conduction of electricity. Now, for the conduction of electricity, there must be the movement of the two oppositely charged ions, which is not possible in the solids. So, when the ionic compounds are in solid state, they do not conduct electricity because the movement of oppositely charged ions is not possible. But when they are in molten state, they conduct electricity because the movement of ions is possible and the heat provided them is used to overcome the force of attraction between the ions. So, in molten state, they conduct electricity. So, these were all the physical nature, melting point, solubility, conduction of electricity. These all are the properties of the ionic compounds. So I repeat the properties of ionic compounds. They are solid, hard and brittle. They have high melting and boiling points. They are soluble in water but are insoluble in petrol and kerosene oil. They in solid state, they do not conduct electricity, but in molten state, due to the movement of oppositely charged ions, they conduct electricity because heat provided them is used to overcome the force of attraction between them. So these all were the properties of the ionic compounds. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe and stay at home. Have a good day. Thank you.